You're listening to the first episode of World's Worst Film Fan Talks About Movies, part 1 of the Welcome to the Blumhouse collection with Brina and PEDRO.
Well, first we watched Nocturne, but we're watching Welcome to the Blumhouse movies. Then Blumhouse put on Hulu for movies over.
No, they're on Amazon Prime.
Oh, sorry, because Into the Dark was on Hulu.
Yeah.
Okay, that's why I got confused, because when I was looking up the movie, I went to Hulu first, because I didn't know.
Because you thought they were on there.
I thought they were on there.
I don't know why they're going from streaming service to streaming service.
Yeah.
That's 4 movies.
That's 4 movies.
Came out this year.
Yeah, no particular order either. I thought there was an order.
Well, we're watching them in the order of the poster, which is Nocturne,
Black Box,
Evil Eye.
The Lie. That was not planned for us to go back and forth.
So I guess we'll talk about Nocturne first.
Yeah, because we just watched that. And you've also seen Black Box, but I haven't seen it either. But we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that later. But we haven't seen Evil Eye or The Lie. So I thought Nocturne was okay. Let's just go through the movie. So first, what happens?
Well, you want me to say what it's about?
Oh yeah, what is it about?
Okay, well, first off, this will just be major spoiler warning, because I don't know how to talk about movies without spoiling things. So I guess I'll just try to say the plot, which is about two twin sisters, Sydney Sweeney, that's all that matters.
Two woomies, as they call themselves in the movie.
They're musicians. They want to play piano. They want to be pianists.
And go and get into college or whatever. Be great pianists.
And then it's just them kind of battling it out. Yeah.
Competing in high school, arts high school.
That was actually
something that I thought only existed in Victorious. I know that those things were real. Those places were real.
I thought it would be harder to explain what that movie was about, but actually it's pretty easy.
No, it's pretty basic.
I think Blumhouse movies are pretty easy to
summarize.
Yeah.
The plot, yeah. So how does it start? It starts with home video footage of them.
Before that.
Before that is like the girl that is referenced to throughout the movie, a girl that commits suicide because trigger warning, sorry. Because she's competing for the same thing that the main characters are gonna end up competing for later in the film. Although it's really never explained why she the Moira girl, she was writing in her book, like the drawings and stuff, like what was happening to her, but she isn't the cause of the haunt. She's like, because she kills herself,
right?
So I thought that was confusing. They never got to like the start, like the what's really causing them to kind of lose their minds.
I'm assuming it's supposed to be the devil, because they reference the devil a lot.
Yeah.
I think it's just...
Right. Oh. Okay. So, yeah, I thought, okay. Yeah, we'll get to other stuff later down the way. So it starts with that, this girl committing suicide right on the dot of like 2 p.m. She's like, okay, this time, that time's up. And then it gets to the home video footage of them.
The ugly baby check.
Yeah. And what happens after that?
I think
it's them being adults, and yeah. What were you saying?
I don't know. I was just gonna say, I don't know when it is, but there's like cool music. I have like a note here, but
okay.
I kind of just have like random blurbs of thoughts, but I just put cool music.
Yeah.
I wrote the name of like the what do you call it? Like
the piece.
Like no, like the person that's like in charge of
the music supervisor.
Yeah, of like the movie or whatever. I don't know how to say it, so I'm not. So you guys can look that up because I.
Oh, like you don't know how to pronounce the name, or you don't know how to say the name?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I don't feel like saying it. So.
Okay. So next, it's her. Sydney Sweeney is the main character in her room.
She's just practicing.
She's just practicing.
Her sister comes in and
she's like, "Hey, can I borrow your phones?" Meaning headphones.
Well, the first thing she says is "Woomby."
Oh
Woomby,
yeah,
sorry.
Woomby. So that, however you find that nickname is dependent on how you enjoy the movie. Yeah, she says, "Hey, Woomy, can I have your phones?" And she's talking about her headphones. That's definitely something a normal teenager would say.
I was thinking that throughout the whole movie, like, it's not that bad. It's not that, like, bad how, like, the characters talk. But,
no, not at all.
It's like, not how teens talk.
No.
Like, who says, like, nobody calls each other Woomy. Nobody says, like, can I see your phones? Like, just say, like, can I borrow your headphones? Like, that's it. Like,
yeah. But there isn't that much of that kind of stuff because there isn't a whole lot of, the younger characters talking to each other except for the siblings. So it kind of avoids that cringe-worthy stuff. And then, yeah, it's just her practicing in her room. And what else after that?
Well, she goes out of the room, and then she sees, like, I think it's her mom and dad, and they're, like, smoking, and they're like, "What are you doing? Why are you smoking?"
Oh, yeah, they're smoking, like, weed or something?
They're not even smoking weed. They're just, like, smoking cigarettes. And they're, like,
and they're trying to hide it.
I don't know. Maybe it's
That was weird. I forgot about that.
Maybe they don't want them to know. I don't know.
Whether they're smoking.
I have a note that says Bob Saget.
Oh, because like, the parents' gay friends, the one guy looks like...
gay?
Huh? Yeah, cause that was the guy, and the other guy was his husband.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention.
You
would think
my gaydar was going off.
Yeah.
Yeah, and one of the guys looks like Bob Saget, and it was really funny because he looks a spitting image of him.
Yeah, it's creepy.
Mm-hmm.
They kind of just start going off about college because Sydney Sweeney comes out, and they start going off about college, and then one of the Bob Saget characters just like starts going off about like social media and how it's like poisoning their brains and stuff, and
she's like, "I don't have social media."
Yeah, well, she's not annoying. She just isn't.
I know. Yeah. I just said it that way.
I wrote making fun of washi tape because like the character says like teaching people how to make stuff out of washi tape, and I'm just like, that's just, if you don't know what washi tape is, I don't feel like everybody knows what that is. I just feel like that was such a.
I feel he pulled that out of his ass, or should I say the writer pulled that out of their ass.
I wrote down Sydney Sweeney looks way too young.
She does look way too young for a role throughout the entire movie, whereas the other, I almost said the older sister because she looks like the older sister, but they're twins and they're the same age, which doesn't make any sense because one looks older than the other.
I have some notes like later on, but those like come up right now of like I put like, I wonder who the more attractive twin is.
I mean,
not to be like that, but we do that a lot.
Yeah.
And also like,
I mean,
can you believe that they're actually twins? No. Like one seems like distinctly older. Like just the way she acts and the way she talks.
Yeah.
Like,
and you don't have to look alike to be a twin, but they don't even look alike. So
no, I don't know. I just don't believe they're sisters. Like
I didn't believe they're sisters. They seem like completely different. Yeah, it didn't seem like they were even in the same family, but whatever. One is the shy, bookish.
One's more into music. The other one's popular.
That one's a preppy, popular,
She's
hanging out with her friends, going.
Her boyfriend, who's POC. She's not racist.
Yeah, she's not racist. She doesn't see color. Yeah.
I put Sydney Sweeney buy me AirPods. So
I'm sure she would. I'm sure she would.
They get. I'm assuming is it like they're on holiday or something because they get like taken back to like their campus, and I keep thinking they're in college, but they're not. And then and Dad's like, "Do you have your pills?"
Oh.
And I'm like, "What?" I put popping pillies check.
Oh, because they go back to school, right?
Yeah.
Okay, this isn't a new school.
I don't think because they're like they've been in there and they know that girl won.
Oh. Right, because she's like, I never knew that girl that killed herself. Okay, yeah, because they would go back to school. Okay, yeah, they go back to school.
I don't know where they were, but...
winter break.
Even though it's, like, not winter. But, Yeah, so they go back to school and then they go in their own room.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like they're, like, new there, because...
It does seem like they're new there.
Because she's, like... I don't know, just, like, she's, like, getting comfortable in her own, like, space and stuff, and then...
Yeah.
Well, she gets in her room, and she's like comfortable.
New place to live. Yeah.
She opens up her suitcase, and she has a gift. It says, "You're my favorite workhorse." And the dad gave her...
the
horse.
Parents.
I keep thinking that the mom is not their mom, and the dad is just the dad, because I don't know why the mom wasn't there to drop him off. Mm-hmm. Maybe I wasn't paying attention. I don't know, but...
was there, yeah.
They gave her a shirt that says, like, believe, or, like, dream, keep dreaming. It has, like, a horse on it.
Yeah, it kind of looks like the shirt you're wearing right now.
Yeah, too bad you can't see it.
Yeah.
But
it literally looks like exactly like the shirt you're wearing right now.
Well, I put a note that says, pick your head up, queen, your cowboy hat is falling. So.
/ tiara.
/ tiara.
Yeah.
Like, I try to keep notes often, so I could remember, like, what happens in the movie. Mm-hmm. I think it's the next part when they're just, like, hanging out at the table. It's the sister and the boyfriend, and their friend,
and the one friend,
which I get, like, big, like, NB vibes
yeah,
like,
for sure.
Who are they?
Yeah.
They have, like, a septum piercing and, like, an eyebrow.
And
they're, like, really funny.
Yeah. No, they didn't have a septum piercing. They had a nostril piercing
really?
and an ear piercing.
Of course.
So, yeah.
And they're, like, being really goofy and silly, and they're
short,
cracking jokes.
Yeah.
They're cracking jokes about the dead girl that just committed suicide. And they're like, she was crazy.
Yeah. Big, very big NB trait, making fun of someone who just committed suicide.
Yeah, making light of suicide.
Yeah,
Everybody knows.
They had the short hair, they had the colored hair, I think, or were they just ginger? I forget.
Blonde or something.
Yeah. And they're talking about that, and Sydney Sweeney's like, shy.
Mm-hmm.
And
they're
then
just, like,
after
kissing
that,
his sister's ass.
Yeah.
Oh, we gotta,
that's for the laundry.
Yeah, they're kind of, like, just, like, kissing her butt, because they're like, you should have got it. The boyfriend's like, I think you should have got it. And they're like, and Sydney Sweeney's just like, I wish I had friends.
And they're like, shut up. No, they didn't say shut up.
No.
And then next.
Oh, I put Sydney Sweeney in tight turtleneck. I am looking respectfully. And then, because they're sitting there and she's wearing that turtleneck.
Yeah.
I put Da Vinci check, because they did mention Da Vinci.
They mentioned Da Vinci multiple times.
Oh, and orc dorks, which is supposed to be like orchestra dorks. Which, see, it's like,
Christ.
I don't think any.
I didn't hear that part.
People don't. Teens don't talk like that.
Yeah.
Especially ones almost out of high school.
Yeah. And then they are in class, and they're like in class, right?
I just remember the next part where they're in the mail room. They're, like, getting their mail. I think that's the next part.
Her and the sister are talking, like, we're sisters.
And a book drops. And it's Moira's book, and it has, like, a emblem on it, drawn on it. And what'd you say about it?
I said that it looked like the symbol from Hereditary.
It's got that, like, distinct kind of, like... It doesn't look like it.
Yeah.
It just, like, has that kind of...
That kind of, like, just, like, symbolic
that
look.
Je ne sais quoi.
That je voudrais.
That c'est la vie energy.
Yeah, that vie less so, which is something that Sydney Sweeney says in the later movie that sounded like a saying.
What did she say?
She said vie less so.
Oh, vie less so.
Yeah.
And it's not, we thought it was like some French. We're like, wow.
Oh,
my God,
that's like a saying we don't know. Yeah.
We love a bilingual queen. Not racist bilingual. If you're bilingual, you're not racist.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, a book drops and my ass flops. And she flops out.
Because it was so scary. Nothing's scary at this point yet, by the way. It's just...
Yeah. Yeah, well, she opens the book and she sees the scary drawings.
Yeah, there's, like, really cool artwork.
It's pretty cool.
I think... Well, I put the name of that song that I really liked from it.
Yep.
But, yeah. She finds the book and it's a music book.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got, like, some creepy drawings.
Scary drawings. And she's like, this is weird.
I think she plays it a little bit. Oh, yeah, and the teacher comes in. I don't know, we might be forgetting. I watched this twice and I already forgot.
Did she play it, like, straight straight after
No, like eventually she goes.
Yeah, I think it's like eventual. Yeah.
I think the teacher comes in as like Devil's Trill. Like Devil's Trill is like fire.
It's like Devil's Trill like a fire beat in the school. Yeah, the teacher comes in.
Gross.
And that's when they're in the soundproof room. Yeah. And she's playing a little bit.
I know some other stuff happens. I'm already forgetting.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's that important. Wait, she takes her pills first, I think.
I put Ode to Wes Anderson's Sink and Hand Shot.
because it's POV and she's looking down at the pills in her hand.
She's popping pillies.
Yeah. Taking her perks. And then she plays in the soundproof room. And then she plays a little bit. And her teacher's in there or something. Yeah,
she wants to do a different song. And her teacher's like, you're not good enough. And then she's like, oh.
Is that when she says, like, F you to the teacher? Or...
Let me see. Look at my
I think it's...
Wait, it's not.
No.
Hold on, let me look. No, that's not even close yet.
Mm-hmm.
She takes the pills and then she... well, we skipped a part. There's, like, a part where... they have to go audition, and her sister wakes her up, and it's after she played it, and she gets, like, kind of weirded out, and it's, like, already starting to affect her, like, the creepy artwork and stuff in the song.
Right.
And she oversleeps, and the sister is banging on her door, and she wakes up, and she's all bloody, and her sister makes fun of her.
Oh, right. Yeah, and her sister's laughing.
Which is, like, I don't know why that's funny.
She bled through her freaking bed.
But,
I would be so pissed if I got blood on my dang mattress.
Imagine you have to, like, take your mattress out. Like, I don't know how to clean that. Like, I have
you just flip it.
Oh, yeah,
I think that's what you would do.
True, yeah, everybody knows that classic joke. It's like when you don't want to change your underwear, you just flip it inside out. You wear it again? Nothing.
Oh, yeah, I know that.
So they go to their audition, and, well, she changes her song, and her teacher, like, told her not to change her song, and then she changes her song anyways, she didn't tell.
Don't do it.
She's changing her song to her sister's song. And she takes the pills, and she does the audition, and she, like, nails it, but she, like, faints. And then they're like, oh, there's a part, I missed a part. She has, like, a dream or something at some point, and she sees, like, the really cool red lighting and red and, like, green lighting. It's, like, in her eye. It's, like, a really... No, it's
right
there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I have it
in
order.
She sees the cool red and oh, yeah, and she sees herself accepting, like, the award or something.
Is that the part?
Yeah. She sees herself accepting the award or something, she's like, oh my god, that's me in the stage. And she sees, and she looks up like, like.
I like how you're doing faces and nobody can see.
Oh, I'm doing faces for you.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. I appreciate it.
And she's like, that's right, I got it. She's like, what? And then she wakes up.
And then she does it, and then she does it. She faints, and then the teacher says,
"Are you okay,
like, I heard
honey?
you're, like, on pills now. It's for anxiety." And I specifically wrote down what she said. She said, like, anything on your mind? And she goes, no, nothing. And
no thoughts, head empty. That's what you wrote, yeah.
I needed to say that. I don't know at what point, but she starts to realize, like, what happened in the book. Like, what the drawings is, like, happening to her, because...
I feel like she didn't realize this pretty early on.
Yeah, because it, like, has, like, a really cool animation. Of, like,
it's like in I was thinking it's like in Midsommar when she takes the drug and shit's moving.
I put the animation reminded me of Devil May Cry. I don't know why. Just like the red orbs.
Oh yeah, because the pills, the pills are red, and in the drawing, there's the there's the three things. But so this relates to what I said earlier. With like what's like because the sister has a teacher in it, and he's like kind of he's just kind of mean, I guess. That's how I can say it. Like, he's just kind of like kind of standoffish and kind of mean.
The old guy?
No, the sister
guy?
Yeah, the Asian guy.
Yeah.
He's just kind of
he's like supposed
very
to be the
professional.
Best. He's supposed to be like
he's like the best.
There.
Yeah, he's like the best one.
He's like
the best. And
he got the Harry Potter award.
The Harry
Yeah, it looks like a wand.
Because it looks like a wand, yeah. Yeah, because he plays the devil's trill or whatever, and I'm assuming because later in the movie when he tells the story about the
that part's not yet.
Yeah, well, can I just should I just talk about it or?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, because later in the movie when he talks about the guy who composed that same piece, he said like the devil talked to him and he said make the piece, and he's like okay, and
he's like deuces.
Deuces, I'm dead. And he makes a piece and it's like haunted. I'm assuming. I'm assuming that's what makes the haunt. And it's like that's the scary part of it. Like the source is like the musical piece.
You would think that, a song is just gonna be haunted forever, like from the because you said he made that like 300
years ago.
Like it's just haunted forever.
Yeah, but like I thought he was gonna be more involved with this teacher, the professional.
Oh, he's involved.
Yeah, like more involved in the scary stuff.
Like he had some part of it.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be some kind of cult, like
especially when you know that he like knew the student and now he's working with her. And now,
it's like it's supposed to. I don't know if that's supposed to be a red herring, but it seems like he was supposed to like know about this stuff more. But that doesn't happen. I'm assuming
like no clue. Like he's
he's like completely clueless. Yeah. So I'm assuming it's the music that's haunted, and that's why the girl was right.
How could you never like come up on that song? It's like did Moira like find that randomly and like some like
she was listening to lo-fi beats to study to, and she happened upon this is kind of haunted.
Yeah, she's like this kind of fire beats to haunt to.
So did she just like find it somewhere and get haunted by it and write those demented.
Just so happens to know exactly what it is too.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I guess when you're the best,
you know everything. That's why I'm the best film fan. You're the worst film fan.
Exactly. Like I don't even have any clue what you're saying right now. Like it's in one ear. It's like the wind. Yeah, it's like cowboy town.
Tumbleweeds. Yeah. So that the whole source of the haunt, it's like pretty vague, and that was kind of like it kind of bothered me more a little bit.
That also relates to me being the worst film fan, you being the best, because it's like that didn't even bother me. The best, you're the best film fan. Like I didn't even think about that until you said it, which is like fun, like because like and I kind of want to watch all of these by myself. And then you watch them with me after, because
that's fine. I'm fine with that.
It's always funnier when I tell you about something and then you watch it after.
I agree.
I'm so bad at explaining things, or like I kind of zone out a lot of times. Like I'm never 100% watching a movie. My attention span has declined, y'all.
Over time.
Yeah, my brain is
degrading rapidly.
I might lose my memory soon. You might want to upload my consciousness to the cloud.
So is that what that's about?
No, we'll watch that later.
Oh, Christ.
Okay. You want me to remind you where we were?
Yeah, where were we?
Well, so she does the audition, and then her sister's like pissed off at her because she stole her piece.
Right.
And they have like a little argument, and then she finds out that Sydney Sweeney finds out her sister still got it. It doesn't matter. And then first off, the sister draws a middle finger drawing to her.
She draws a very detailed image.
She's in art. She should be in art school.
Yeah. Because the way she drew that hand, it's hard to draw hands.
Hands are not easy.
Hands are not easy, and she drew that hand real good.
Yeah, and quick.
Quick. It was like under 5 minutes.
I wonder what it would have sounded like if she would have played it, because she did draw on like the...
Wait, if it was like all the things were like musical notes.
Yeah, because she drew it like on like the scales or whatever the heck it's called.
Yeah, it's like people who make the thing in like FL Studio, like the
and they play what it sounds like.
It's like a hand doing like a middle finger, and they play what it sounds like. That's exactly what it's like. Yeah, so that was weird.
Yeah, so then they have a fight, and then she goes to class, and then this is when she has a argument with her teacher. And she's like going off, and she's like, I'm not like most kids.
Kind of escalated a little quickly. I should be
going to Juilliard. Like,
yeah.
She says, I never owned a PlayStation. which is so sad. Like,
do you know the average rate of kids who lose their virginity?
Or like the average
age. She's like, it's 17.
And my birthday is coming up.
So I need to get that D.
So I need to be coming up soon. And then at that point I realized that they were 16, and I was like,
what? Yeah.
I was like, FBI has
come
entered
and lock us up.
the chat.
Yeah.
And then, so they have a fight. She disrespects her teacher and calls him a cripple.
And the teacher slaps her,
and
which was pretty interesting. Her. Yeah. And he's supposed to be like alcoholic or something, which is like...
Which I don't know why they know that.
Weird, yeah.
I put adult slaps child check. Yeah. So she gets her teacher like suspended.
Right.
Because she slapped her.
Mm-hmm.
And so she asked for the best of the best teacher.
Yeah, the professional teacher.
And they're like, that teacher's only for people that are serious about music. And I'm just like, what? I'm like, I want to know like what makes them think she's not serious.
She's here. She's doing this. Obviously, she's serious.
She's queer. She's someone to fear.
Anyways, yeah.
Like, I don't know why they say that, but
yeah.
So she asked for the teacher, and then she goes and sees him, and he's like, you need to practice more. And then he explains to her, like, your sister's, like, no better than you. Like, she just doesn't... Like, she just has the drive. And I kind of like that whole part when he's like, she plays, like, the devil's at the door. Mm-hmm. And then she's like, is that what Moira was?
Yeah.
And then he's like, no, she plays, like...
The devil's in the room.
That's, like, the best part. His best part. Like, because the rest, he kind of, like, sucks. His acting is, like, not great.
Later in the movie, he has, like, he gets mad and his voice is really funny.
Which I like that part, though. That was cool. But it kind of... I like how when he says that, he's just like... Anyways, so you're gonna need to practice.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, dang.
Well, wait, does he say that? Because she plays he's like, do these scales or whatever. She does them really good. And she starts to play the piece that is supposed to play. But he's like, hey, play the piece that you wanted to play, your sister's piece.
Yeah, he's like, were you just trying to get on her tits?
Get on your sister's
I think that's
tits,
when
which
he
is
says that.
Definitely something normal people say.
I think that's when he says that.
That is when he says that. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were saying you thought he wasn't.
No. But he doesn't. I don't remember him telling her that she needs to practice more. I just remember him telling her.
No, I don't know. I just made that up.
Oh, okay.
To spice it up.
Okay. I think he says like you're no, your sister's no better than you. You're like, you might like her efficiency is like worse. Your sister's efficiency, so like you're technically better is what he's saying.
But pretty much like it's because of like it's just the way she is what makes her the best is because she's like way like timid and like shy. And, like,
exactly.
She hasn't got that tood.
Yeah. And then after that, what happens? After that,
it gets pretty tense. I know there's she goes to her mailbox.
Yeah. After that, that's when that happens. I was about to say that.
The bloody tampons.
Yeah.
Which
looks like a little beef brisket. It doesn't even look like tampon. Little riblet.
A little McRib.
It looks like a bloody McRib. In her hand, she's like, "What to put these here?"
Yeah, that whole part we were like, we kept thinking of Raw.
Yeah,
Raw.
And
2016.
and it looks like it's because earlier when she has like a fight with her sister, and her because she stole the her sister's piece and they get in a little spat. She's like sitting on the bleachers, looking at her sister and her boyfriend. It's like slow motion. And that's when that's
crunky crazy.
Yeah, that's when it reminded me of Raw because like she has like the hair and like the bun and she's like looking down and she kind of looks like the actress from Raw a little bit.
And it cuts and she's actually staring that way exactly to some other student. And he kind of looks like he kind of reminds me of Joe Salamone. Shout out to Cup of Joe, Joe Salamone.
Oh God, I forgot about Cup of Joe. And then I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
God.
And then she takes the McRib to her goes up to her sister where she's on the roof. I don't know how she's on the roof.
They're smoking a little dank,
a little doobie, a little doinks and Amish. And she's like, "Tampons? Are you kidding me? For real?"
And she's like, "See this connection we have? It's because we're roomies.
And she's like,
oh.
Yeah, she like,
really
yeah,
quick.
she kind of like isn't as mad as I feel like she should be.
I hope we're not too loud. Oh God.
Well, no, I'm sure it's fine.
I'm so sorry.
But she doesn't even know that's her sister that did that, or
she knows because the only person who knows about her bloody period vag is
right, and she got into her locker too.
It's not her locker. It's just they just have like holes, like cubby holes with their mail in it, which seems not safe. But...
Yeah, that's like preschool.
Mm-hmm.
So then after that,
I put really scary Moira in mirror.
Oh,
which
that was really scary. Yeah.
Ew, I just got like the chills thinking about it.
Yeah. It's pretty scary. If you like, frame that differently and like light it a different way. If it was like not close up, it was still kind of scary. It was still scary close up, but if you like do like a full body shot and like have it kind of like a darker lighting, that would be like really scary.
It was still pretty scary.
It was still pretty scary, but it would have been like a PT, like Silent Hill kind of thing.
Only real film fans get it.
But it was really scary. Girl with her half her head gone, and she's miles bloody.
Jumped off and crushed her skull.
Crushed her brain. Yeah.
She's smiling. She's still smiling. She's hustling. She's in these streets.
She's getting that bag. And then she screams and no sound comes out. And that also reminded me of Midsommar. And then she wakes up because it was a bad dream.
Is that when she's getting texts?
Yeah, that's when she's getting texts.
And it goes to the whole part with them outside, huh?
Yeah, right.
Oh, this is barely when she's gonna tell him about the book, huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
So the boyfriend. Yeah. They send her some texts and said like, come out to the senior.
The senior party. Yeah. And she goes,
and she does some drugs.
The boyfriend does like a drug exchange
and it's
or something.
Like,
he gives the guy weed and the guy gives him pills. I think that's what happened. Like, pillies, and I think that's what happened. I think it was supposed to be ecstasy or something, or Molly or something. Yeah.
I don't know what these kids are doing.
Who knows?
I'm doing my doll pills, y'all. Yeah, and there's like a little part with her like
tripping out. She's having a kind of a bad trip.
Awkward.
And she vomits after because she had a bad trip.
Yeah. Well, first she hears her sister. Well, first they sit. First she goes and hangs out with the boyfriend.
That was the last part of the.
She throws up first, and then they hang out after that.
And then they hang out after that. Yeah. She hears her sister.
She hears her sister on the phone, and she's like, "Hey, we're done, Ski. We're done. I'm done with you. I'm 16."
Yeah.
No, she doesn't say that, but she's like,
"I'm underage, and stop fucking with me, you bastard."
Yeah.
But she didn't say that.
That's weird. And then the boyfriend finds Sydney Sweeney and
she wasn't talking to her boyfriend.
She's like, "Oh,
someone else."
I'm about to vomit, and she vomits, and then they go hang out on a cliff for a little while, and she's like, "Why'd you come to music school?" And he's like,
"I came for the pussy."
Yeah.
She's like, "Yeah, sure. Your face is kind of funny, so I don't think you would get any pussy. I think I think my sister was just being nice."
Yeah, sure, because she's much better. No offense.
They're perfect for each other.
Yeah. Yeah, and he asked her why she's there. Yeah, and
she goes on.
I don't even remember what she says.
She says, that like she grew up like her parents like really liked this play, and then she wanted to play piano, and then her sister got better, and then he's like, "Hey, don't say that about yourself." And then he's like, "Your audition was really good." And he's like, "What kind of, you're taking your vitamins?" And I'm like, "Kids don't say this stupid stuff."
Yeah.
But she tells him about the book. She's like, "Actually, don't tell anybody. Don't tell my sister. I found an evil book." No. She's like, "I found a book," and it's like adding up, and he's like, yeah, sure. And then she kind of just like,
I don't know how it gets to them. Her saying like, "I've never been kissed." I don't know how it gets to that.
She just said that. She's like, "I found this evil book." He's like, "Sounds like some mumbo jumbo." She's like, "I've never been kissed." He's like, "Yeah, I can tell."
Yeah, I can tell by the way you brought that up. But they got there somehow. I forgot how.
And then
the sister was standing there for an unknown amount of time, and standing behind them, listening to them.
And she's like, "Oh my god, I can't believe you."
And if she was standing there for a good amount of time, she'd know that they weren't about to kiss; they're just talking.
And
she's
start
like
shoving each other.
Yeah, they start. She's like pushes her and she's like, "You bitch!" And she's like, "You bitch!"
And then she runs away.
And she runs away.
She chases after her.
She chases after her, and then she sees a scary image. Is it in her head? Is it real?
I don't remember that.
Know.
I just remember the next part.
When the sister falls off the cliff.
Yeah. She falls off a cliff.
Well, go ahead.
Oh, she falls off a cliff and then and I don't know. I think she's like chasing Sydney Sweeney because she like hides and then she's like running towards her and then she falls and then the boyfriend's like right behind her and she's like, "Stop!"
Yeah, because
and she fell off a cliff.
Mm-hmm. She's like sitting down on the ground.
Yeah, she's like hiding behind like a rock.
Not really. She's just like in the path.
Well, then why'd she keep running?
Because she's dumb. No, because like it's like dark and she can't. Because I couldn't even tell there was like a cliff thing. Nobody would.
Unless you just know that area. Like,
yeah, and later she's like, you told him to stop. Why didn't you tell me to stop? But like I couldn't. Me as someone who's watching a well-lit movie couldn't even tell that there was a cliff. So.
She warned him because she saw her fall. Like,
yeah, exactly.
The sister's annoying. She deserved it all.
Yeah, she deserved to get a concussion or whatever the fuck happened.
She broke her arm.
Yeah, she broke her arm. She got a concussion. She gets her head hit, which I guess stops them from. Piano playing isn't even that much of a physically taxing thing.
It's her arm. It's
the arm. Right. I forgot about the arm. Yeah.
Yeah, so they end up having to call the ambulance, and it ruins the party, and they get in trouble. But the boyfriend and the sister take the fall, but they still call her in because they call Sydney Sweeney in because they want her to replace the sister.
Right, but before that, she the boyfriend's like, "Get help," and she runs away and gets help, but then she wakes up in her dorm. Right, and she drew a bunch of stuff without her remembering that she drew a bunch of stuff,
I forgot.
A bunch of scary stuff.
She's like,
and she drew like a scary image, like similar to the ones that the dead girl drew.
I forgot.
And it has like a word, I forget the word. It's like invocation or something. And the scary image looks like the sister on the ground after she fell. So that was cool. And then they go to the principal's office.
And then they call her, and she thinks she's gonna get in trouble, but they're like, "Oh, we want you to replace her."
Yeah.
And she's like, "Yay!" Like she's just straight up like,
she's like,
"Yay!"
Yay!
She's like, "Yippee!
Woohoo! Things are looking up for me."
Yeah, and then they just tell her that, and she asks her like, "Oh, when can she play again?" They're like, "Oh, we don't know." And then the sister's like, "I don't know." Oh, that's a little bit later, but so she comes out, and then she sees the teacher.
Mm-hmm.
The really good teacher, and
not the boring alcoholic teacher.
Yeah, they go back and forth, and then he's like he says like you missed the spot, and then you see her shoes and it's got like dirt on it, so he obviously knows that she was out there, but he doesn't care.
Yeah, she could have been digging a grave for all he knows.
Yeah, and I wrote down that it reminded me of Knives Out. I don't want to spoil Knives Out though.
Well, I mean,
is that a spoiler?
I feel like it's been out long enough. When there's the blood on her shoe.
Yeah.
And that even that isn't as much of a spoiler as it could have been.
That's true.
And then after that, what happens?
Oh, I don't know what happens like right after, but then they have the birthday party.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, because she like call the teacher on the phone.
No, they're
to
like,
invite
having
him.
A session.
Oh yeah, they're having a session.
He gives her his number.
Oh, okay, that's when he gives her a number. Okay.
And then she's like, "What are you doing tonight? It's our birthday, which is such
Are you free or whatever? Yeah, it's our birthday."
And I'm like, why would I just don't understand like.
Why do you invite your teacher?
No, not even that part. Like, because she's weird. Of course she's inviting her teacher. But why did he go? Like.
Yeah, he just goes.
It's just like weird. Like,
well, I mean, he wants to be there for the sister's birthday.
Yeah. And then they have the birthday party.
Yeah, then they have the birthday party, but like
it's really awkward.
It's really awkward. When she goes to the boyfriend and says like was that before that? I think that was before that.
Oh, it was.
Yeah, she's like all this stuff, all this, the drawings and stuff, that's been happening.
Wow, I skipped a lot of stuff.
Well, I think it's just that one part.
No, because it's the whole because remember she's like sending texts and stuff in the party, so so I skipped a lot of stuff.
Oh, okay, yeah. They already scissored.
Well, okay, so she first before she invites the teacher, she tells the sister, like, I know. No, she already invited him. She said, I know that you're like cheating on him.
Oh yeah.
And she's like, I can't play for who knows. The doctor says I may never play the same again. And then she's like, you're a cheater. And then she's like, go be a noble steed and go tell him.
Oh yeah, they're on the roof and they're talking. Yeah.
And then
and she's like, she's going mad, but her hands are playing the piano a little bit because the piano is in her DNA. She's born to play the keys. Yeah,
and I don't know what happens, but well, they have a fight like in the middle of like the campus.
The sister and the boyfriend. Right. It seems like directly after.
It looks like they're like practicing a play or something. It's like such a victorious thing to happen. So they break up, and then something else happens, and she's all sad. What happens? Remember, she's all sad, and that's when the boyfriend meets up with her.
I don't know. Does she have another vision?
I don't know. Something happens, and Sydney Sweeney's really sad, and so she goes into the room where
her goldfish probably died off screen or something.
Who knows? That's not my business.
And I mean Sydney Sweeney's goldfish.
Yeah, I don't care.
In real life.
Just show me those. Anyway, so she's like crying, and then he shows up, and he's like, she's like, where's my sister? And he's like, we broke up. And then she's like, oh, so that means I could do this. So they kiss. And then
and other stuff.
They do it, you know.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then
and then there's the birthday party, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like first, like they do it, and then he like finishes inside her, and he's like, oh my god, it's a mistake.
And she's like, what does that mean?
She doesn't know what that means, you know. Even though she was on top for the first time, which, you know.
Well, you know, you go girl.
Yeah, you go girl. Should give us nothing. Yeah, nothing at all. So then they have the birthday party, and you can see, like, she keeps showing her phone, and she keeps like trying to text him, and he's like, I need more time, like. And then
I need more time to figure out if the pregnancy test will be positive.
I need to figure out how a pregnancy test works. So he's like,
yeah.
How can I sneak a pregnancy test?
Do I spit on it?
He's like, do I pee on it? Do I put it in my butt? Do I put it in my mouth? He's like,
here,
right now.
this thing. Yeah.
They had their birthday party, and they're like, oh, like, what kind of teacher are you? Whatever to the guy.
What kind of teacher are you?
I played in the Berliner, in the Germanier, in the...
And they're like, whoa, okay, bro. Jeez.
Yeah, and then the mom's like, she just wants to be a jerk.
Yeah.
Like, she's like, classical music's going out.
Yeah, people aren't streaming it enough, and I guess if you're a kid that wants to be a classical pianist, I guess this is the stuff you look up. Right? So I kind of buy it, but it's like, why is she being a jerk right now? It's literally their birthday.
It's such a random thing. I would never think. Let me look up the percentage of how much
streams,
how many streams classical music gets. See if my kid is making the right choice.
Yeah.
Like, you guys are winning anyways. You guys were in Europe, like, on a trip for nothing. Like, you guys have the money. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. You shouldn't be worried.
So yeah, they go back and forth with the teacher, and the teacher's like, excuse me, and then tells the story about the Devil's Trill. And they sing happy birthday, and they blow out the candles.
No, because she knocks over the cake.
After that, they sing happy birthday first.
Really? Wasn't that the cake?
No, it's another... Yeah, I know. I don't know. Because remember, the poor waitress was like, I think they say something like...
Coming through.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, little kid.
Happy birthday.
Young woman.
Happy birthday.
It's an Italian restaurant.
Yeah. It's like, oh, it looks so good. It's like a chocolate, like a triple layer chocolate cake.
I don't even like cake, and it looks good.
And by the way, the sister was like sipping on bub. Like,
oh, bubbly. Yeah. Like, she's like pouring straight champagne.
She grabs that delicious cake and throws it on the teacher and throws her champagne on the teacher.
Yeah.
And I'm just like... First
of all, she ruined possibly her own cake. I couldn't even tell. And she, like, at least just throw the drink on him. I mean, it's not...
I know, I just feel so bad for the waiter. Like, dang,
like,
I gotta pick that
up.
Like,
no. Dang. Yeah.
And then, so then they leave the restaurant, and Mom's like, sorry about that. And then the teacher's like, where are you guys staying? because they don't live there. And then he's
the restaurant?
Yeah. The teacher's like, I'll drive your daughter back to school.
Next
to the campus.
He lives next to the campus.
He lives on campus.
He lives on campus. He lives in the
campus.
dorms. Yeah.
And they're like, okay, like no weird.
Nothing weird would happen.
So, Sydney Sweeney goes to the teacher's house,
and she's looking at his Harry Potter
wand.
a long. Yeah, we're not gonna cut much out of this.
We have like 3 more movies.
Oh yeah.
To do.
Yeah.
I don't know if we should split it up. Anyways,
I think we should. So,
they go to the teacher's house, and then the teacher's like, you gotta remember, you're like so good. Like, don't forget it.
Keep your head up, Connie.
And they're looking at his awards and stuff, and she kisses him.
His award.
His award.
His second place award. Yeah. So it's not as cool.
She kisses him, and then he's like,
hey,
I'm not trying to ruin my career. And then she's like, you already did, honey, because
you've been sleeping with my sister. You pervert.
He's like, I didn't do nothing she didn't consent to. She's barely turned 17 today.
Yeah. And last time I checked, last time I was in America, 17 is the age of consent. And she's like, ooh.
Yeah, you guys have been doing it for like 2 years since she's turned like 15. Yeah. Probably, I bet you.
You guys started doing it the minute you laid eyes on her, you freak.
Yeah, and so she probably was like 13 or 14.
Oh, brother.
Maybe even because they're younger than normal seniors. She was probably like 12, 13. 14 or
right.
something.
I keep forgetting that they come back to school.
Yeah, they're not like starting school.
And it's not like he's a new teacher or anything.
So that's gross.
This is weird.
And then he's like, "You're gonna be nothing." And he's like, "Send."
Yeah. He's show me your boobs.
Show me your boobs.
Please. You're nothing.
Yeah. And then she's like, "You're nothing. You got your second place trophy." And then she throws it in the fire, and he's like, "Ew."
Yeah.
You little bugger.
Well, yeah, and he's like, he gets mad and he talks in a really funny voice, and I can't even replicate it. It's like really shaky. He's like,
yeah. She laughs at him, but you think it's because she's laughing.
That's bad acting, yeah. And then after that, what happens after
that? She goes to school, back to school.
That's normal.
And then,
excuse me.
She's got to do the performance.
Is that soon?
I think.
Okay.
Yeah. Because she goes in with her mother of the bride outfit.
Oh yeah, her her weird.
Like, he's not gonna make it, the teacher. And she's like, whatever.
Because he called in sick. And she's like getting ready, and her
sister comes in.
And the sister comes in, and she's like, oh. Because she texts the boyfriend, and before he's like, I need a little, and she texts the boyfriend, and she's like, come in my room, and she hears the door open, and she's like,
she thinks it's him.
I was wondering when you're gonna show up, and she's like, oh, it's you. My woomie.
Hello. Yeah, and then she's just being mean to her.
She's like, you'll never be great.
That's it. I don't want to.
And that's basically what the teacher said right before too. So like he said, like you missed a chance at being a great musician.
Pretty much, her sister sucks, and I hate that character so much. Like I don't like her at all.
Yeah.
So then she goes to do the performance. And
she's so mean, like right, like immediately, like because for all she knows,
she's the one winning.
Yeah, for all she knows, she could have picked the same piece by accident, and then she's like immediately.
No, I doubt it, because she's been playing it. They live in the same.
Yeah, that's true. But like, resolve it. Anyways, yeah.
So she like chickens out. She goes to the performance and she runs away. She's all crying, and she sees like. She keeps seeing like neon lights throughout the whole movie, which is it looks kind of like that part.
Yeah, I do like the part too.
She goes up to the roof, and then she sees the emblem in the sky.
She goes to the roof and like she's about to jump off.
Yeah. And then it cuts back to her. Oh, a free feet, by the way.
Free feet pics. Free feet. It's her dirty little feet on the dirty little ground.
Oh, my stomach hurts.
When I said that?
Yeah.
And it cuts back. It cuts back to her at the stage, and it's like she just finished playing.
Yeah, and the crowd goes wild.
Yeah, but it's a little muffled. Game. It's muffled, and she's like, "What?"
And you're like, "Wow, she did it!" Because she I really wanted her just to play.
Me
but,
too.
Like, if it just ended like that, I guess it'd be like, well, that was kind of boring.
Yeah.
You know, if it just like.
But yeah, there's still. I feel like there's still ways to make it scary when she's playing. I mean, she could be. I don't know. You make it interesting.
Little horns pop out, little fangs, and
of her.
Her little pregnancy belly pokes out his little. What is it called?
Little demon baby.
What's the little demon thing that they hold?
Pitchfork.
Yeah, a little pitchfork pokes out of her belly button and cuts a from inside her cuts the emblem of her stomach, and then she's like,
God.
And the baby's like, ding, awake.
It's like, it has a long.
You're right. There is a way to make
like
it
fire
scary.
in her eyes.
Right, there's a way.
yeah. Now that you just thought of that.
Yeah.
And it cuts to her, and the guy's the conductor's like, "You're a star," and she's like, "Yes, I am." Then it cuts to her at the bottom of the ground or whatever on the. I knew it was gonna do that too.
Because they showed them building that statue earlier in the movie.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't even notice.
Their friend the NB King. Was like helping them put it together. I'm assuming it was like an art piece.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, it was in the background. She's dead, and she's like upside down.
And she's upside down.
So it looks like Pennywise.
It looks like Pennywise, yeah.
And she's
like smiling. Yeah, it does look pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then it dollies out. Is this a bell ring?
Yeah, the bell rings.
It dollies out, and the people are walking and don't even notice her.
Yeah, which is creepy because like. Imagine
you die and no one notices, yeah.
Well, no, like imagine you're like, God, I hate school so much. And you walk out and then you see
a dead body,
and you're like, oh, Sydney Sweeney, let me help you.
Oh, Jesus.
Like I didn't even get to.
And I could have done something.
I could have helped you. Could have done mouth to mouth. Could have done chest compressions or pumping the heart.
Or
brought you back.
Yeah, boom. But yeah, it's like you don't know whether her dying is like she's like made like the sacrificing her soul for the devil or whatever.
Yeah, because the last part's like is like she has to like
a sacrifice.
Yeah.
Or yeah.
But you know she died with her dreams still in her mind.
Dreams, but like she could be. It may not be like a literal, because you don't know whether it's like she's dead or if you don't know whether the reality is she's dead or
right.
because the people walk around and they don't see her.
I just thought they're all dumb. They got their mind on the music.
They got their mind on the music, mind on their studies. Mm-hmm. You don't know because it could be, yeah, she like sold her soul to the devil and she it's like the death of her former self or whatever. And she's like a star or whatever.
Looks, it just makes me think that she just
really died.
Yeah,
okay.
Because I mean, also
or
Laura
yeah,
died.
or her
mind in heaven thinks she won though.
Oh my God, that's so sad.
She ain't going to heaven.
No, she's going to hell. Or it could be like yeah, she actually died and in her side of her mind she like won. She like did the and she's like, I'm a star, and she like dies. But I thought that at first, but then people walk around like and they don't notice her. So I don't really know what the.
It's up for interpretation. That's called filmmaking.
That's called great filmmaking.
That's why you're the worst film fan. I'm the good one.
Shit!
I figured that out.
Yeah, we never really in the beginning. We didn't really say which one was the worst one, which one was the best one.
Oh, I did mention a couple.
Oh, okay, never mind.
See, I took over, and I'm the good one now.
And that's the movie.
Yeah, I don't know if that was interesting or not.
What, us going through the plot?
Because I feel like we just went through it. I don't know.
Well, we gave our thoughts. Well, I mean, I thought overall it was okay. It reminded me of. It definitely is kind of more than a little bit probably inspired by like Hereditary and Midsommar. Just with like certain the scary parts, the devil stuff and are they seeing this, is it real or whatever. It also definitely reminded me of Raw, with the school and how she looks and blood and the competitive aspect because starry eyes too. Yeah, I guess so, that too.
I was thinking about selling your soul for fame.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say it because I know movies too.
Oh yeah, okay. But it definitely reminded me of Black Swan too.
Oh yeah. This is the kids' version of Black Swan.
The kids' version.
This is the kids' Christian friendly because there's no gay.
There's no gay. But sorry, but there is fucking.
That's okay. That's in the Bible. That's normal.
Oh, okay.
But between man and woman.
But it was before marriage. Yeah.
It was a test.
Oh, okay.
For
Test
us
run?
to see if
if it was okay.
We got horny during it, and I didn't.
Did you?
So.
Oh, yeah, I didn't either.
I would never.
Okay, I would never get horny for Sydney Sweeney.
No. I think I'm accepting the ending a little bit better now that you explain it more. I was a little bit
But I think they don't really define it well, but not a very good way. I feel like they didn't think it through.
I'm keeping my rating. I gave it
which was 3 stars.
Yeah.
I think I'll do the same because it's okay. I like
food review.
Oh God.
That's us.
Yeah, I like Sydney Sweeney. I think she's really good.
Yeah.
She's a good actress, and I feel like
she's got a
future.
If I can say anything, if I have any influence on her, she should keep going.
Yeah, she should keep going. She should be in a mini series about the teen life.
And she's gonna play a teen probably forever.
Yeah.
They're gonna make her be a teen for a long time.
Yeah, I feel like she's 23 or something right now, and she's playing a 16-year-old. And she looks young. Mm-hmm. With makeup, she looks older. Yeah, it is a little weird.
But with those bazongas, she could not be 16. Trust me.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. But yeah, she's really good in it. If there was a lesser actress, it would not be as good. Definitely, it would not be as good. If there was an actress,
if it was a nobody, I wouldn't even click. I wouldn't even click though because I watched it because of her.
Yeah, that's true. We probably wouldn't even be watching any of these because that's true. That's a good point. But if it was
Sydney Sweeney, can you sponsor our podcast, please?
Please, we love you. Give us a kiss.
Give us more than a kiss. Give me some AirPods. I'll take the ones you already used. I don't even care. Yeah,
give us those big AirPods though. The big AirPods.
AirPods already hurt my ears.
Oh God, I'm sorry. But if it was an actress as bad as her sister was, then it would not be good. And
they're not supposed to make the uglier one and less talented one, the one that's supposed to be the number one sister.
Yeah, exactly.
She isn't ugly. I'm just kidding. Just Sydney Sweeney, you can't top her. But you can top her.
You can top.
She'll top you.
Yeah, look at the movie. Obviously, even when she's a virgin, she'll top you.
Yeah. My parents are gonna ground me for something.
Okay, sorry. But yeah, overall it's alright. It's decent. It's not really boring at any part, which is good. It's an hour and the music's good. It's an hour and a half. It is the perfect length. If it was any longer, I'd be no. And
Jason Blum, I guess you can keep your career for now.
Yeah. And that's it. That's all I have to really say about it. It's okay. I mean, it's decent. I'm hoping the other movies are a little bit better. I think it definitely just apes. Not really apes. It's just heavily inspired by all these movies, all the movies I mentioned before.
Yeah. The music and stuff.
The music and stuff, yeah.
And everything.
And everything. I thought it was gonna be a Whiplash kind of thing, where she's competing and the teacher is gonna be pushing her to the edge, kind of. But it wasn't. I thought because there was edge, but it was not being pushed. Yeah, exactly. Because I didn't fully realize that it's obviously a scary movie. It's Blumhouse. But wait, didn't Blumhouse produce Whiplash too? I'm just playing that out of my ass.
That sounds not right.
Yeah, it doesn't sound right.
And I'm the worst.
Oh shit!
You're going something else.
Yeah.
Isn't Whiplash A24?
No, it's not.
Oh my god.
Oh shit. If it was A24 when it came out, it would have been easier for us to watch because we were when is it coming out?
Don't hit that.
Sorry.
We're going off about Whiplash now. We can't. We're already in an hour and 2 minutes.
But
I hate that. Don't you hate that when you think that something's an A24 movie and it's not? I just pretend like it is.
Well, yeah. There's a whole category of movies that are either should be A24 or you think are A24 movies. They just have that, that really staple look.
I saw I was picturing the poster and I saw the A24 in the corner.
That would look cool. Yeah. But yeah, this movie's I feel like it's decent. It's not. It's more on the forgettable side. Just is what it is. It's okay. It's fine. It was fun to watch.
I probably will literally forget about it soon enough. Yeah. I forget everything, but.
I'm excited to watch the next one, the Black Box.
I would only say watch it if you want to like talk to us about what you thought.
Watch this movie that we're talking about right now? Yeah.
But if you got what you got out of us talking about it, then just forget about it.
Yeah, exactly. If you got the...
Or if you like Sydney Sweeney.
That's what I was going to say. If you're a fan of Sydney Sweeney, watch it too.
You want to give her that check?
You're giving her that paycheck by that stream.
We know how she's struggling.
We know how she's struggling. She says, holy shit, a couple times, and it sounds funny.
Yeah.
Because she has like I'm assuming like a Calabasas kind of like accent. And she's really good in the movie, and she's a good actress. So if you want to support her and watch it, but other than that, it's okay.
Support Zoo Quirk.
Zoo Quirk, yeah.
That person has
I'm assuming is a female director. I'm just gonna assume that.
Yeah, don't assume.
Okay, I'm sorry. But good job. You directed it well. You're well directed. That's it.
Yeah. That's about it. So
yeah, I'm excited to watch. I'm excited to watch Black Box more because I think it's like you've seen it.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen it. I'm assuming it's like sci-fi or whatever.
Yeah. I don't know. I'll see how I really feel about it when I watch it again.
Yeah, and then one after that is Evil Eye, and then The Lie, which is Joey King. I didn't know Joey King was in that until recently.
I just saw a little picture of her and I was like, oh.
Yeah, you're like, oh. And then you're gonna be like really weird because she looks really young and it's gonna be weird. Yeah, and yeah.
What's up with Blumhouse? Oh, you know what? We might be starting a Twitter thread soon.
Oh, Blumhouse
making their actresses specifically look
young. You better get that lawsuit ready.
Jason, let me take over. I'll figure it out. I'll get those endings right. I'll get the jump scares lessened.
Yeah.
I'll get the movies crisp. And I just need money.
Yeah. Let's face it. Blumhouse only hit was Get Out. I think we'll end it on that.
Don't end it right there. I forgot. You made me forget things.
Okay. What? Did you want to plug our Twitters and stuff?
Well, yeah. Everybody knows our Twitters.
Oh, yeah. That's how they're going to find it.
It's me, Brina, at I'll Make You Laugh.
And me... That's my last name.
Yeah. So, send us money. You can find my PayPal, my Cash App, my Venmo. Yeah, send me money. I'm struggling out here. I'm doing a podcast now. I'm really degrading myself here online. Lowering myself to white straight man status. Just for
territory. Yeah. And I mean, you can tell me whatever you want.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
20, 40, 50, however much you want.
However old you are, send me whatever.
Yeah, whatever your age is, send me that amount.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bye.
So, look forward to the next episode. Bye.
Bye.